All right, sorry. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. Once again, we're going to start this. All right, here we are. Now you guys can hear me. Hey, Cap for Life, thank you for joining in. Yeah, I'm back here. I just came back. Don't worry. Now you guys can hear me. I am live. We're talking live chat, football, basketball, baseball, whatever you want to talk about. Excited already for the draft coming up, guys. The draft is coming up. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, your support. We have the Dolphins now, April 23rd, Thursday night. We have, of course, 2 draft pick, the 11th round and the 30th round. So I'm excited. Can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see what Sullivan and Jeff has to brings to this team. I'm going to be in a positive note tonight, guys. One thing I am seeing, I do believe we're going to see a major turnaround. And why do I say that? Because let's be honest. The bad things Miami had in that team is gone. No distraction, no issues, which that's what we're, actually praying for, right? But yeah, I believe they just clean house and they started from scratch, and they're going to believe on these young guys and veterans to come in. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. So I believe Miami will be a different team in 2026. Taking one game at a time. Don't rush it. We're gonna see what we have. We're gonna evaluate. Once again, I do believe this team might surprise people this year. I do believe that, if you want to say it this way, I know it sounds kind of harsh. All the cancer that team has is gone. How you doing, buddy? Hope you guys can hear me well on the chat. The chat's live chat for everybody speaks sports, and we're talking baseball, basketball, whatever's on your mind tonight. So I'm excited with the Dolphins picks coming up, which I do have my mock picks, but I didn't bring it with me tonight because things changes, guys. If they're available, not available, it's fun to have the mock drafts. It's fun to see the players that are available out there, and yeah, some of these players' numbers are going up and down. Okay, great, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess the mic was having an issue, but once again, as long as you guys can hear me clear, I'm fine with it. So, like I said, once again, I'm excited to see what this team could do in 2026. I know it's a tough schedule coming up, but at the same time, uh, it's just like a year of evaluation. And I say it again, I do believe that Sullivan and Jeff would just pick the right players at the right time. That's it. That's all we're hoping for. The only thing I don't want to see is what we went through to 25 years now with Chris Greer, McDaniels, Lowe. You can name all the coaches that went through here. It's time for a new change, and sometimes new is a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. So I'm gonna stay positive. I think it's a good thing. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you for joining in, James. So I believe this team could have, could not do any wrong by cutting all these payroll dollars. I mean, unfortunately, that's what happens in the NFL. Once again, I wish Tua Tagovailoa the best in Atlanta. That's where he went to. He signed his 1 year, $2 million contract. So I'm happy that he is gone, and and wish him the best, and hopefully he could build his future in Atlanta. That's it. That's all I could tell you guys. But now, who do you think is going to be the starting quarterback? Malik Willis, Quinn Ewers, and we are going to draft a quarterback this year, guys. Just to give you a heads up, we are going to draft a quarterback. Now, who's going to be? We actually don't know who's going to be, but I think it's going to be a battle between Quinn Ewers and Malik. So, and the reason why I say this, guys, is because one quarterback hasn't played as much game as the other quarterback. So you have to give that individual, a chance to prove himself in this league. And that's all it is. Because Malik has not played a full 17 season, guys. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He's a great quarterback. But think about it. He hasn't played a full 17 season. Oh, the nephew. He's driving me crazy, bro. Take it easy, buddy. It's Thursday. I just can't wait for Friday, guys. I just can't wait for Friday. So, I'm happy. Once again, Dolphin fans, listen, we have to be excited, okay? We have to, let's be honest. It's a new era, right? A new era in Miami. That's it. The only thing I don't want to happen, and I'm saying it right now, not to disappoint anybody here, okay? These are a coach and a GM that have plenty experience in scouting, evaluating players, something we never had in Miami. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they clean house. They had to clean house, bring these guys in because these guys are very talented when it comes to picking up players in the draft, especially Sullivan and Jeff. Okay, they know their players from A to Z. All right, that's how good they are. Okay, especially Jeff developed. Yeah, exactly. Quinn only played 2 games, man. I mean, and you're right. You got to give the guy a chance and opportunity. Trust me, he has a strong arm too. Trust me, he has good legs too. It's just that you built an offensive line. You got to build a solid offensive line. Now, one thing I haven't brought up in the beginning of the podcast was running back A-Chain. Okay, I do have a concern with A-Chain. Now, rumors are, but I think it is, he is holding out because of his contract. Okay, you need to sign A-Chain. All right, you really need to sign this guy. All right, this is your number one guy in this team right now. There's no Tuas. There's no Tyreek Hill. There's no Waddle. Listen, everybody from scratch, fresh. But A-Chain is the number one thing. Yeah, you ain't lying. Friday night needs to come quick. I bet you James agree with me with that. But listen, I'm excited once again, guys. And like I said, I think the Dolphins have a pretty good chance to do something good this year. And what are we looking for this year? Let's be honest. We want to see us win in the cold weather. We want to see Jeff make better decisions than McDaniel did. Okay, better play calling than McDaniel did. You cannot blame Tua Tagovailoa for everything, guys. I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys. If you're gonna blame the whole thing, you might as well blame it on the whole 53-man roster. Okay, because you got 53 players playing in that team. Yes, the coach plays a role, the quarterback plays a role, the wide receiver plays another role. But let's be honest, that's what happened to this team. Okay, so now it is over with. New chapter. We close the book, and we start with these two guys. A lot of people say, "Well, let's see what they could bring." Well, you see what he did with this, especially this pretty bad money-wise cap space for this team. Now, there's people out there saying things about, that they could have handled this different and waited, and have more money in 27, 28. But listen, I think the man did the right thing. Let's clean house. Let's start fresh. Let's go for it. That's it. The only thing I ask for Dolphin fans, we got to have patience. We got to have patience. And that's one of the things, it's the hardest thing as a Dolphin fan. Yeah, I agree with you too, Charles. I mean, the O line. If you build a big O line in front of A chain and these two quarterbacks, because these two quarterbacks are talented. Nobody could tell me that Quinn Ewers is not talented because 2 games doesn't determine anything. All right. At the end, he was getting a little bit better and better, and actually, you can see that his improvement. Okay, it's like he knew the offense. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't, but unfortunately, we end up with injuries. Players didn't want to play here. I don't know if you guys heard the latest one from Raheem Mostert talking about McDaniel, how he was again with the players. Listen, like I said, let's cut all that negativity. Let's start from scratch. Let's stay positive. So yeah, and you're right. McDaniel had one thing, okay, and I'll give him kudos for that. He is a great, smart guy when it comes to the running backs, to the offense. Like right now, he's with the Chargers. Don't be surprised. He's going to help the Chargers a lot. Okay, probably build their running game. Probably help. That offensive line, which that's what his expertise are. As coaching, he is not prepared yet. This might help him to prepare to become a head coach down the road somewhere. So, I know that football is built with speed, but it's not always speed. Okay, speed is great to have, but you got to be intelligent. You got to be smart. You got to know your game plan. You got to execute your game plan. And this is one thing about McDaniel that struggle. He never overcome, okay, a third down conversion, a fourth down conversion, because every fourth down he'll go for it. But he never had a game-changing decision in the game when we were trailing. So if you trail, you need to change the game plan. He couldn't change the game plan. He kept the same game plan, and did not work. And let's be honest, that's why he's not the head coach. Okay, so now let's be honest. Well, we have a coach now that probably could give us a better chance, better opportunity, develop these players, man. And listen, I'm going to say something. I believe Sullivan, along with Jeff, they want players that are hungry. They want to win now. They don't want the players that say, hey, man, I'm hurting. I can't play my leg. Listen, injury goes through every NFL team, regardless. But every time we have Waddle, oh my gosh, he gets a great catch. He gets hit, back to the sideline. Listen, I wish the best for Waddle also. I wish the best for Tyreek Hill. But now it's a different total change. I think we're going to run the ball more. That's what Solly did in Green Bay. They had a great running back. They had great quarterbacks down there. So, he's gonna put the best on the field. And I believe if these players do not execute for Sully or Jeff, they're gone, guys. They're gone. Yeah, listen, Jeff is amazing, guys. I see him talking all that, and you can see he is a coach of opportunities. He's a coach of giving people a chance, and that's great, man. I believe I've been saying this in 2 years since I've been doing this. This is gonna be my third year. If you build a 53-man roster, there's somebody in that 53-man roster that can become a superstar. Just give the person a chance. That's all I'm asking. Give the person a chance. How do you know he's not good? I'm not going to go with grade. He's an A, he's a B, he's a C. These kids, these young men are not graded by grades. Okay? Those are statistics, if you want to call it. Okay? These men that play football, okay, they contribute to their team, whether it's a winning team or losing team. And trust me, these players are really hungry. They want to win. They could go to any NFL team and change it around. You see, what we did in Miami the last, probably 5 years with Tua, is just bring a name in and see what happens. I'm not taking anything away from Tyreek Hill or Waddle. They had a great season. The moment we traded Gesicki, that's another one. We traded Gesicki. Why? Oh, well, he's not a good run blocker. It doesn't matter, but he could have catched the ball. He had good hands. He had good feet. He could run. So those little things that, McDaniel's not a tight end guy. Well, there you go. What happened? We added Jonnu Smith, and Jonnu Smith led the league, or led the Dolphins with 800 and something. I think the most yard by a tight end since Joe Rose. So just think about it. So I think every player in that team have a chance to contribute regardless. And that's what I think Jeff and Sullivan's going to come in and says, okay, here it is. I got 5 running backs. Who is the best? I got 10 wide receivers. Who is the best? And he's going to find the best. Trust me. He is going to put the right players in the right position, and he's going to put this team in a winning tradition like we were years ago. Years ago. Listen, I will not doubt we could repeat the same thing that the New England Patriots repeat last year. Now, you might say I'm crazy. You might say, hey, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. And I believe that they could do that. Yeah, I mean, I really feel. I mean, like I said, we can't blame everything on Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, we just can't do that. Tua, listen, let's be honest. Tua did what Tua did what he was supposed to do by McDaniel's. McDaniel's, to be honest, I believe that he limited Tua of what he could do. Now, Tua arm, Tua leg, his hip, his hip injuries, his concussion. So I understand that point of view of it, the injury part of it. But he was limited of what McDaniel wanted him to do. And listen, this is where I believe that you have to make some changes in the game when everybody knows that what you're doing already in the field every single time you play. So that's something that, I believe that Jeff's going to bring in and change this team. Whatever's not working, he's not going to use it. He's going to change it. And that's where I think McDaniel got hurt. And like I say, listen, I wish Tua the best. I wish Tyreek Hill the best, Waddle the best. I think Waddle's in the better position in Denver, to be honest with you. The only thing is, can he stay healthy? And that's one thing I want for the Dolphins in 2026. Man, stay healthy. Have a season at least. Stay healthy. Minor injuries, I'm not to worry about. But can we have a healthy team finally in 2026? So that's one of the things I'm actually worried about right now. If they could stay healthy, man, that's the best thing. I can see this team actually doing well, and I believe that they'll do well. To be honest with you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised in 2026 what the Dolphins can do. I know everybody's up to like, well, it's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a rough season, but at the same time, you know what? Just go with it, because we're going to see already what talent we have, what's successful, what's not successful. Let's be honest. I have an Atlanta Falcon fan at work, and he told me something about Tua. And listen, he told me, I cannot believe the Falcons signed Tua for 1 year. Or so, well, Phoenix Jr. is actually, or Penix Jr. is actually injured. So Tua is going to start. So he has a chance to redeem himself. I was telling him. And he came up with something that he says, but George, I said, listen, what happened if Tua takes Atlanta to the playoffs? How would the Miami Dolphin fan feel if he takes Atlanta to the playoff? Which, listen, I hope he does. Not because Miami let him go. It's because I think he's deserved a chance in this league to take a team somewhere. And maybe you could see if it was a Miami issue, a coaching issue. Who knows, right? We just don't know. But that'd be nice if that happens. And I will not doubt that Tua could do that in Atlanta. Now, you might have Atlanta Falcon fans says, man, this man's crazy. But no, I'm serious. Why not? Give them a chance. And we could be all night talking about Tua. We could be all night talking. Listen, I think what hurt Miami was all the salary cap, the signing bonuses that really went nowhere, but just hurt the team. You know, Greer did some good things and some bad things. We can't blame him for everything, okay? Because that's another thing. I believe now that we made the change, which we did, I believe now is where we could go ahead and say, hey man, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, evaluate the roster and see where we go from here. And that's what my opinion. That's what I think. I mean, maybe you guys have a different opinion. I mean, everybody look at the schedule. Man, they got a tough schedule. So did New England, and they made it to the Super Bowl. You know, it ain't easy to go to Denver and beat Denver. You know, it wasn't easy to do that in the snow, which Denver should have the advantage. Of course, I know they didn't have their quarterback, but still, it doesn't matter. A win is a win, and that's what Jeff and Sullivan. I think that's their mentality. You know, let's make this team a winner. Let's go back to the old days. How we play football. Football is like it's like baseball, man. Fundamental. Just go to the basic stuff. Don't make it so creative. Yeah, I know things has changed in this league, but we make it so creative. You know, just change it around. Go back to your basic. Run the ball. Throw the ball. You know, mix it around. You got tight ends, receiver. Remember, we used to have fullback. We don't have fullback anymore. We just got running backs. You know, I mean, of course, we got fullback because Inglo was one of us, our fullback. But just think about it. And myself, I say, wow, man, anything could happen with this team, man. And I'm trying to stay positive. Anything can happen with this team. And if this surprised everybody this year, you heard it from me first. But in the draft, going back to the draft, which draft day will be, and I'll be live Thursday night. That'll be April 23rd. That'll be Thursday night at 8 o'clock. I'll be live on draft day, doing the first round, the 11 to 30, and then the next day I'll be doing the other round for you guys, and hopefully we can finish all our 11 picks. Now, I believe Miami might trade up. Don't be surprised. ESPN has been saying about this team trading up, so to get their player. But I go offensive line, guys. I really go offensive line. I would like to see Miami go offensive line. Build your guys up front. So let me give you some scoreboard baseball just to give you a heads up. We had today earlier final, right? We had Minnesota beating Detroit 3-1. The Yankees lost again to the Athletics, believe it or not, 1-0. That was a close game. Miami beat Cincinnati 8-1. The Marlins are playing good ball. Congratulations to the Marlins early, but it's early in the season. Tonight at 9:40, we got Colorado and San Diego. We got White Sox and Kansas City, scoreless in the first. And we got the Mets beating Arizona 1-0 in the third inning. That's your baseball. So hockey, unfortunately, our Florida Panthers no longer there. So now we have hockey. And the Panthers will play tonight. They're losing against Ottawa 2-0 in the first. We have Toronto and Islanders. Islanders up 2-1. Buffalo over Columbus 1-0. That's in the first. Philadelphia and Detroit tie 1-1 in the first. Tampa Bay and Montreal 0-0 in the first. Pittsburgh 1, New Jersey 0. They're in the first. And then later on tonight, Winnipeg at St. Louis, Carolina at Chicago, Minnesota at Dallas. And we have Calgary at Colorado, Nashville at Utah, San Jose at Anaheim, and Vegas at Seattle, and Vancouver at Los Angeles. So we have all that. And that's your NHL. NBA, Lakers at Golden State. As you see, Lakers lost Luka. So, and I apologize because I think we're going to commercials, and that's something that they added to my podcast. I apologize for that, guys. You can skip it and go back in. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm okay with it. Chicago is 43, 42 over Washington in the second period. Miami losing 44-37 to Toronto in the second period. You have Indiana winning over Brooklyn 24-12 in the first. Boston 17, New York 11 in the first. And later on tonight, Philadelphia and Houston. That's your NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball. And going back to the Orioles, when I was saying in the beginning, of course, it didn't come out. The Orioles have won 3 games in a row, finally. They're in the win column, and now they're playing good baseball, good pitching. They're hitting. They still need help on hitting. So, but yeah, guys, I'm glad you guys join me tonight at Thursday night. Hopefully, like I said, Thursday night with you guys, I'll go live and we'll be doing the together. What did I miss? No, I just hit some scoreboard and all that. So, I did some baseball, football, basketball, and hockey scores, by the way. So the Florida Panthers are out of it. So unfortunately, they okay. They won their championship. So what can I tell you? And I keep, hey, hello, Carlos, how you doing? So I keep it plain and simple. But we were talking about the Dolphins. We were talking about what Jeff and what Jeff brings to the table, and so is Sullivan, what he brings to the table. Hopefully, they could help this team move forward into a winning direction, a winning franchise, like we used to be years ago. I know it's going to be a while, but I just told everybody have patience. So I'm like, wow, But I mean, like I said, I'm excited. I just came live tonight just to talk about a little bit of all the sports that's going around the world. That's why it's a live chat, wide open chat. Anybody can talk whatever they want to talk about. Inter Miami, another thing. I know they end up tied the other night. I was seeing the game. So then we got the World Cup coming too. So it's a lot of sports coming up too. By the way, this is my dolphin. It is my dolphin cap. I guess I'm ready for the Dolphins. So if you guys didn't hear, I did a video. I think you probably heard it today. The video, the way the Dolphins are doing phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 with the team, with the tryout, with the exercise, everything. Players are in shape. Players are healthy, which is a good thing. I'm very happy for that. So, oh yeah, I imagine. Yeah, but you know how much those World Cup ticket cost, buddy? I saw the price. I couldn't believe it. You know what? You might have to sell your car. I know you don't want to do that. That's your beauty. But yeah. Yes, you're right. I agree with you 100%. I heard it. Don't know what to tell you on that one. I mean, it's the same thing as the World Series Classic. Not bad, but not what I expected either. They had a Spanish version of it too, by the way. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm excited, man. Let me give you the standings in baseball before I forget. The Yankees are now at 8-4. They lost 2 in a row. Baltimore 6-6. They're only 2 games out. Tampa playing good ball, by the way. They won 2. Well, they lost 2 in a row because they were hot. They lost 2 in a row. Sorry, Alcoville. I didn't want to disappoint you. Yeah, Shakira. Tampa's 5-7. Toronto is 5-7. 3 games out, and Boston is 4 games out. They won 2 games in a row. So then you have Cleveland up 8-5, Minnesota 7-6, Kansas City 5-7, White Sox 4-8, and Detroit 4-9. That's your Central baseball, and then you have the West: Texas 7-5, Houston 6-7, the Angels 6-7, the Athletics 5-7, and Seattle is 4-9. So everybody basically, they were on top of their division last year. They're basically in last place, except the Yankees. But Boston, Toronto is down there. So, but yeah, I cannot wait for the World Cup too. I mean, that's another thing. I don't know how I'm gonna do that live, but I'll probably give scoreboards much better because doing a game like that, it will drive me crazy. In the National League, your division leader are the yeah. That's a good question. I mean, they are expensive. Listen. There's a guy that come to my store and he said that he paid $10,000-$15,000 for a ticket. It's hilarious, and that's depending where you want to sit down, where you want to go, which is ridiculous. He says, "No, George, I pay a lot of money." I say, "Wow." So let me go back to the baseball for a second. Atlanta is in first place, 8-5. The Marlins are 8-5, tied with Atlanta. The Mets are 7-5. Philadelphia 6-6. Washington 4-8. In the Central, Milwaukee 8-4. Cincinnati 8-5. Pittsburgh is 7-5. St. Louis is 7-5. Yeah. And the Cubs are 6-6. And then you have the Dodgers with the best record, 9-3, followed by Arizona, Colorado, and San Diego, all tied 6-6. ¿Cómo está, hermano? Un abrazo. Gracias, hermano. No, that's not the final. That's not. Listen, that's not. He told me that's what he paid, and that was not even on the bottom. That's in the upper deck, man. That wasn't when he told me that. I could not believe it. There's 25,000. I actually, you know what? Let me see if I can pull it out for a second. I'm gonna give you World Cup. Let me see if I can get it. Give me a second, guys. I'll tell you right now. World Cup price. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. I'm going to find it for you guys. All right, here we go. Let me see. Let me see if I can put it up here. All right, it says 2026 World Cup ticket prices on sale. All right. Are you ready? You have 1,580, 1,340. The cheapest one is actually wow. The cheapest one is $265. Yeah, but look at this. Okay, so I guess they got the match World Cup soccer schedule. They got Canada and Bosnia World Cup match 3, I guess Group B. That's 1,000 from, it says from 1,000. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Nice seeing you, man. Nice seeing you back. Yeah, the World Cup so far, I guess it goes by game, Aqua. You got 1,580. You got 1,340, 1,340. You got 14. You got 832. You got $816, $518. This is for a World Cup. This is just per game. Per game, depending who's playing. You got Netherlands versus Japan. That's 748. Yeah, but yeah, I was talking earlier. Yeah, the Orioles are three games winning streak, and they're in second place. By the way, the Yankees did lose today, 1-0 to the Athletics. They lost 2 in a row. So my only thing with the Orioles, before I change it, Eflin's gone for the year. Tommy John surgery. We need to get a veteran pitcher. We need to get a veteran pitcher to help this team. All right, here's another one, Aquavale. So the cheapest one right now, Aqua, is Australia versus Jordan World Cup match on the 20th. I guess it's per group. They have per group. That's $241. USA versus Australia World Cup match. That's going to be June 19 at 12 p.m. Tickets are from $1,230. Oh my gosh. That is 2026 World Cup prices. So I guess it varies by team, by oh, I imagine. I mean, well, I don't. Well, 60,000, man. Yeah, 60,000 seating stadium. Listen, I don't know about that one, but I know the 2026 World Cup, man. These prices, and the good thing is, if you go into the thing, you'll see it where it shows you deeply by each match how much it costs. I think it's depending what team plays what team. So, but so far the highest I've seen is U.S. versus Australia World Cup match. I guess 32 Group D. That's on June 19th in Seattle. That's 1,000 from 1,230. And the first one that I just gave you is Canada and Bosnia World Cup match 3. That's June 12th. That's in Toronto. Okay, that's why, because it's in Toronto. 1,500 from 1,580. And then you got USA and Paraguay. That's a World Cup. That's the other one. That's 1,300, 1,340 starting from. So it means starting from. It doesn't mean that's the price. It could go higher. I know that he told me he paid $10,000, $15,000 for a match. And I said, wow. And by the way, he's from Brazil, so yeah, that's why he probably paid that much. So yeah, but going back to hot dog, I'm happy for the Orioles. I'm really happy. I'm glad they are struggling. Too much money. I take it back. Listen, I don't think I'll pay that. I wouldn't. I mean, I love soccer, but don't get me wrong. That's a lot of money. That's overpriced, to be honest with you. And we don't know if all these players are going to play for real, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, but I see the Orioles coming back, hopefully. Yes, you're right. You gotta pay. You gotta pay the plane ticket. You're right. You gotta pay the hotel where you're gonna stay at. Imagine all that. No, it's not. It's not. It's not worth that price, guys. And listen, I'm not taking anything away from the athletes. I mean, I know they're professional. But man, if you're gonna pay $1,500, and like you said right now, in an air flight, hotel, and food. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't forget the food. You in line. That's something I say. Wow, that is. But yeah, that's where it is. And then you have tickets on sale. Let me see this one. This is another one. So this one don't tell you. The one they don't give you ticket price is the one you gotta be scared. Oh yeah, and the merchandise. You're right about that. But you see, you got different websites that has the ticket prices, I guess. So God, look at this one, guys. Hold on, I just found one. You guys are gonna flip. June 11, Mexico and South Africa, $2,976 from just starting. That's not the whole total. Wow. That might give me a toothache, man. So I think it varies by country, by city, by state. I mean, you want to call it. That's the biggest one so far I've seen. Starting from 2,976. What's that? The bleachers? Or the upper deck? Like they do in baseball and football? Yeah, hot dog. I'm excited with the Orioles, man. I'm excited with the Dolphins too. I'm on. Well, I mean, what can I tell you, buddy? That's going to be interesting. Well, I mean, if people do have that money to spend on that, that's incredible, guys. That is incredible. That is a lot of money for a World Cup. And I understand it's different countries, different cities too, because you got Seattle, you got Atlanta. Some games in Atlanta, Miami's going to be one of them. So that's hilarious, guys. Wow, that is hilarious. But hey, yeah, pitching is yeah, you're right, hot dog. Pitching of the Orioles, and you know what they're hitting. Once again, what's hurting the Orioles in 2026, it's repeating in 2025. The pitchers need to stop walking batters because every time they walk somebody, they scored. Second, we're not hitting with runner in scoring position. Okay. Right now, let's be honest. Pete Alonso is struggling. Pete Alonso, hey, welcome to the American League. Remember, at a transition, you change from the National to the American League. So now you're dealing with different pitchers. So I know he'll pick it up. I know he get hot. He will get hot. One guy that I'm impressed is Ward, Tyler Ward. I mean, that was a great pick. He is hitting the ball lights out for the Orioles, and I am proud of him. Now struggling, Adley Rushman, uh, Bastello, the rookie, the young guy. Listen, I know they tried platoon. Mountcastle struggling. Um, I think we do miss Westberg at third base. Kobe Mayo struggling. I mean, the hitting is just struggling. Yeah, Jackson is coming along. I seen Jackson. Jackson is playing much better. Uh, uh, Now you're talking about Jackson, the one the one that is injured, or the one that because we do have a Jackson in the team. We have two Jacksons in the team because we are missing our second baseman. By the way, we should be coming back soon. So, but that's one thing that I'm worried about the Orioles. Man, they need to get back. They need to get healthy and they need to get some pitching. Let me get here and see if I could get the my Orioles up before I go back to the Dolphins. Yeah, Jackson Holiday. That's it. I'm telling you guys, I'm getting old already. All right, let me see if I could take this off from here. Oh, I don't need this here. Let me get this here quick. Let me get up here. All right. Let me get to the Orioles for a second, and I'm gonna read your stats. It's incredible. Yeah, Jackson Holiday is. Oh, by the way, you love the uniform. I love the uniform they got. Now you're getting younger now, buddy. I went to the doctor today. They drew blood. I'll know Monday what I have. I'm just feeling kind of weird, guys. That's all I can tell you. I mean, it sounds kind of strange, but let me give you the Orioles stats for a second, and we could talk baseball and football. This is wide open. Gunnar Henderson, right now, he leads the team in homers. He has 4 homers, 9 RBIs, batting .245. Okay, he has 12 hits so far. Pete Alonso, ready? 188. He only has 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Samuel Basello, the guy I told you, the young kid, 167. Dylan Beaver, that kid's coming along, 276. Tyler O'Neill, 241. That typical Tyler. Okay, Blazer Alexander, 276. Colton Cowser, this is what I'm shocked, 182. This is the guy I was talking about, Jeremiah Jackson, second baseman, 214. Kobe Mayo, 133. Ryan Mountcastle, 250. Adley Rutschman, 241. Now, Leonardo Taveras, because he doesn't have that much at bat, he's batting 400, and Tyler Ward is just lights out, man. 383 batting average. He has no homer yet, but he has 8 RBIs, 18 base hits. He leads the team with 18 base hits. And we only, play 12 games? I mean, he is hitting it. He is playing amazing. Now, look at our strikeout. This is something, and I know there's slugglers, they're home run hitters, they intend to strike out, but man, Gunnar Henderson already has 17 strikeouts in 12 games. Alonso has 15. Bastello has 13. Kobe Mayo has 11. Even Tyler Ward has 11, but Tyler Ward puts the ball in play. That's the only thing I like about Taylor Ward. Sorry, not Tyler Ward. Taylor Ward. I mean, he is batting 383. He is lights out, man. So that's my only concern. And pitching, you're right. I'm gonna go to pitching in a few minutes. Look at this ERA, guys, and this is not good. And I'll go back to football and baseball. You guys can stay because I'm gonna go back to baseball and football. Kyle Bradish, 5.27 ERA. That's not gonna do it in the major leagues. Shane Baez, 4.09. Chris Bassett, the guy that we got, 0-2, 14.21 ERA. Jeremy Girardo, 21.60 ERA. The only pitcher that I see that we bought up that has pitched good, and I know they bought him up because of injury. You're talking about the Dolphins? Yeah, I mean, rumors are the Dolphins, going back to the Dolphins are, according to ESPN, according to what you're hearing now, there's just a lot of rumor right now that the Dolphins will trade up. Now, what are they going to give to trade up? Okay, now, Aquaville's here, and so does Charles is here. I said this in prior podcasts, if you guys didn't hear me. Don't be surprised the Dolphin trade for A-Chain. Now, he is holding out. He's entitled to get his contract because he's the best player we have. Now, I know that says Jeff said no and Sullivan said no. That's not going to happen. Well, let me tell you something. If they go out there and says, I'll give you a first round, a second rounder, you will not make that trade in a heartbeat. I'm just saying. If you see that coming, would you make that trade? Because I would. I mean, I love A-Chain. Don't get me wrong. I do love the guy. But if you give me a first rounder, second rounder, I mean, I'll take him in a heartbeat. And that's one thing I'm worried about because now A-Chain is, hey, I won the contract. And to be honest with you, looking at this salary cap, they don't have the money. They don't have the space for it. I mean, that Sullivan will figure it out. I mean, yeah, he probably will. But right now, that's what's shocking to me right now. But I still believe we have to build the offensive line. And that's what Charles agreed with me and probably Aquaville. We need to get better up front, man. You get great big guys up front. With this running back that we have with Ollie Gordon and Wright and A-Chain if he's still here. Listen, man, Malik or Quinn Ewers, it doesn't matter. It's going to be very difficult for teams. Yeah, I'm afraid. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, but listen, can they pay that money? That's one of my concerns right now. I mean, the Dolphins have the capital to pay A-Chain? I don't think they do, guys. I'll be honest with you. Now, that he's going to hold on to the draft, maybe. And listen, that'd be great if they keep A-Chain. I'm not going to say that they're not. I'm just saying right now, he's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat. I'll be honest with you. If you want to sign this running back, remember you still got to sign your rookies. You still got to sign your draft picks. I mean, and right now I look at the cap space. It doesn't look good. I mean, it just doesn't. That's why they were saying that. And what there were just rumors that came out there, and you can't believe everything they say, right? So they go out there and they start saying, well, if they would have just not signed Malik Willis and saved that $67 million, which I know it's only guaranteed money, the rest was not. Okay, they would have said if they would have kept that money and kept Quinn Ewers and pick up a quarterback draft, that would help them. Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I will not be surprised that the Dolphins will trade up. Okay, I will not be surprised. Now, I love their two picks in the first round, the 11th and the 30th. Okay, which I don't have my paper here with me. I have my sheet here, and I saw all these players are available that could be available through the early rounds, and some that might be gone. So, and I know they're drafting a quarterback. Trust me. They said that they'll get one in the later rounds, but they're drafting a quarterback. because right now each player are competing for their position. I mean, let's be honest. That's what they're doing. You compete for running back. A running back field, I don't think there's competition. But wide receiver, cornerback, safety, you know, even kickers and punters. I mean, look how many kickers we have, how many punters we have in the team. You're competing. You know, they're going to try to put the best on the field. I do believe that. I believe the Dolphins are going to put the best on the field. And they will. They will. Trust me. And if you don't work out, let's be honest, guys, you won't be with the Dolphins. That's the only thing I like about one of the things I like about Jeff and Sullivan. They are straightforward with these guys. You know, you bring them in 1-year contract, see what you got, see what you could do with this team, see what you could do if you can help this team. Listen, all we're looking is for W's. Trust me. Let me get back over here. All right. Listen, I want to thank everybody that has joined in the chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys' support. And I appreciate you guys coming in tonight. So thank you so much. I'm still here. I'm just going to go and check something with the Dolphins for a second because there's Dolphin rumors. Dolphins rumors and prediction and roster projection. I do have a chart here, so all right now, and I'll bring this up with you. A-Chain is a top 5. Oh yeah, he's amazing. Listen, he is amazing. I mean, I don't take nothing away from A-Chain. He is amazing, guys. He is amazing. All right, so here's the projection right now for the Miami Dolphins, right? I'm going to read this to you guys and what you guys think. All right. Receivers. And this is going from wide receiver, both sides, left and right. This is what we got so far, if it doesn't change. Tutu Atwell, Tahir Washington, Marshall Jr. We have Tolbert, Jaden Tolbert, and Weiss Jr. That is our top receivers. Then you got Malik Washington as a kickoff returner or punt returner, what you want to call it. And you got AJ Henning. All right, now, as I'm going, this is changing every second. Left tackle, Patrick Paul. We know that already. Left guard, Jonas Savanaya. Center, Aaron Brewer. Right guard, which hopefully he's not injured. Jeremiah Sawyer, the guy that picked one, it was the Chargers. Okay, right tackle, Austin Jackson. Tight end, I love this guy, but I can't pronounce his name. I know you guys love him too. Is that Greg Doshit, whatever. If I spell it wrong, guys, I'm sorry. Quarterback, Malik Willis, Quinn Ewers, Cam Miller is our third. Running back, Devon A-Chain, Jaden Wright, and Ollie Gordon the second. On defense, this is where we have to improve our pass rusher. We need somebody that could sack the quarterback, guys. So on defense, they got Chubb Robinson, Robert Beal Jr., nose tackle, Keenan Grant, Jordan Phillip, Alex Huntley. Defensive tackle, Zach Sealer, Sick Biggers, Matthew Butler. So, I mean, we have talent. We have talent. We have players with experience. It's just that, listen, who's going to do it? Who's gonna be here and say, hey, man, I'm here to win it all? When you start a franchise all over again, and that's not starting a franchise, when you start building up a franchise again and start all over, some of these players don't like to start all over. They rather, and listen, if you don't want to start all over, then you're in the wrong team. because we're about to develop this team and we're going to find the players in need. So on the defense side, I stopped there. So we have Taylor Dobson, Jordan Brooks, Darrell Baker Jr., Dante Trader Jr., the safety. The other one is full safety, Lonnie Johnson. I guess that's we got Storm Duck. He's coming back from injury. So, but look at the punters, man. I saw the punters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What in the world? Kickoff. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then punt return, of course, Malik Washington. That's it. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. But hey, let's see what happens. But yeah, I believe Miami will have a good draft pick. I think if these players that are available that I see, man, too bad I don't have my list in front of me. I did a list myself, and give me a second, see if I find it. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back soon. Give me a second. All right. You guys tell me if you guys, competition, exactly. Now, you tell me, here's what I got, okay? This is what I did. I was going to do my mock draft, but here's what I got, guys. In the 11th round, I like Caleb's Down from Ohio State. In the 30th pick, right, in the first round. Sorry, that was the 11th pick on the first round. I got Avion Terrell, cornerback on Clemson. On the second round, I have Kevin Conception, wide receiver from Texas A&M. Now, this could change, guys. This could change, okay? In the third round, my God, they got a lot. A.J. Hotley from LSU. That'll be the 75 pick. In the 87, Deion Burks, wide receiver, Oklahoma. At 90, Joshua Joseph, edge pass rusher from Tennessee. Then I go to number, because they got so many picks in the third round, Logan Jones from Iowa. On the 30th pick, you got Justin Jolly, tight end from NC State. Then 151 pick, Austin Barber, offensive tackle from Florida. At 227, that's the pick, Cade Klubnik, quarterback from Clemson. I was thinking about him too. Then 238, Nanemi Tucker, edge rusher from Western Michigan. Those are one of the names that I saw that could be available for the Dolphins. Now, what this team has done already this offseason, and you guys already know this, guys, because you guys probably seen this already. All right, so let me get here for a second. Let me take this off for a second. So we signed a 3-year deal with Malik Willis, $67.5 million deal. We signed Tutu Atwell from the Rams. We signed Jalen Tolbert from Dallas. So those are two good receivers. Just give them time, give them a chance, opportunity, and listen, they could do so many things. Remember, these receivers that come from these teams, they got big starters in their ball club. That's why they don't. You might not say, well, they don't have enough. Yeah, trust me. When you got too many good stars and you're a backup and you don't have a chance to play, these two guys could do something good for the Dolphins. Okay? Then we had David Ajabo sign a free agent, the edge rusher. We signed safety Lonnie Smith Jr., a 7-year veteran, 6'2", 220 pounds. Cornerback Darrell Baker Jr., Alec Austin, another cornerback. AJ Green III, resigned. So, listen, there's something Miami's doing good that with these veterans present and the rookies coming in, it could give Miami a big impact in this team. Because trust me, when you mix these veterans with rookies, listen, they could tell you, man, you come in this league to play. You come to win this league. And like I said, don't be surprised. I know Hot Dog just got in a few minutes ago. I said something that people think I'm going to be crazy. This team could do the same thing what the New England Patriots did last year. It could happen. It'll be nice, right? But it could happen. So I look at these names, and this is not something that I pick, random that people on the computer. No, this is something that I said. This is the Miami Dolphins 7th round mock draft results, and this is what I saw. That these are the players that has an availability for this team to join this team if they're available later on the rounds, and that's what happened, man. That's these. Don't be surprised. The first 5 rounds, probably 6, 7 rounds, you see some trades, and it's going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. And that's one thing that as a fan, Well, I mean, Alcoville, listen, I look at the New England Patriots, and I know that we don't like New England Patriots. We don't like Jets because that's our rival, and I know that sometimes you don't want to give them all the credit in the world. But what Grable did in New England, guys, basically with no roster, that roster was not as good as you think it is. I'm not saying that they didn't have good players. They had good players, but man, he made those players turn them around and made them win. I think Jeff could do that with the Dolphins. I think Sullivan in the upper management, upper level, could do that with the Dolphins. I believe that Sullivan is a GM that makes a decision not by what, an example. Let's look at Greer and Sullivan, and those two different GMs. Oh, let's pick Tyreek Hill. Okay, Sullivan is not a guy that's going to pick a big name. Sullivan is the guy that's going to pick the right player for that particular position to start from scratch and say, hey, here you go. I'm giving you a chance. You work out, you're gone. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm surprised the Dolphins did not win after Mike Grable. I really have no idea why we didn't win after him. The moment you saw McDaniel struggle, you should have cut him loose and get this guy. Trust me, he will make the difference because either you play for this coach or you just don't play the team. No, that's true. They had a weak schedule, but listen, everybody didn't pick New England to win all those games. The most win for this year for the New England Patriots that I know of that everybody picked, if you look at the odds of picking the New England Patriots, was 4 games. They would say they will go 4-13. At the most, they probably will go what? I mean, let's be honest. Nobody saw this coming. And listen, I'm going to say something to you guys. I want you to understand this. I know you say easy schedule. It's a National Football League, right? You could get beaten every Sunday. And I believe that, when you play these games, regardless you're a bad team or a good team, you got to beat them on Sunday. You got to beat them on Monday night. You got to beat them on Thursday Night Football. You got to beat them regardless. So nobody gave a chance to the New England Patriots. Nobody. Not ESPN, Not even a Sports Illustrated. I mean, I can name all these popcaster and broadcaster. Oh, this team is going to finish in the cellar. My God, they went over the Buffalo Bills, which I was shocked because supposedly the favorite one was the Buffalo Bills. That's incredible. I mean, I'm not trying to say, hey man, no, Miami could do the same thing. If Miami could get everything right, okay, everything that they need to do for this team, listen, we could go a long ways. The only thing, unfortunately, as fans, we're going to evaluate this 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time. Trust me, I can say this for sure. Jeff and Sully will not have a player in this team that doesn't want to give 100%. What does that mean? If he's a problem person, if he's an issue, he will not wearing a Dolphin uniform. Now, how do I say that? Because when you see them speak, oh yeah, we give opportunity. Yeah, we give them a chance. We see what they got. But trust me, what hurt the Dolphin through the years, the gossip, the rumors, the negativity, the pride, the ego. I'm sorry. And that is part of sports, right? That's part of the sports that we actually see every day. And that goes to baseball, football, basketball. It goes to everywhere. But sometimes you got to take a step back and say, hey, let's give the kid a chance. The moment Tua Tagovailoa, and I said nothing wrong with the guy, the moment that Tua Tagovailoa struggled, Mike McDaniel should have pulled him out and said, hey, man, you're having a bad one. Let's give Quinn Ewers. Don't put Quinn Ewers 3 games left in the season, 2 games left in the season. That doesn't mean anything. That is bad coaching, bad decision. Well, now you see where he's at. So, and listen, I believe Quinn Ewers will give Malik Willis a battle at quarterback. And you might disagree with me, but I'm gonna be sure about that. Because everybody's competing. Everybody. So, but that's one thing that I'm looking at. And people, I know, and listen, we all have disagreement and agreement, and we see things different. But listen, this is sports, man. It's about winning. It's about winning. It's a traditional. Listen, it's a winning franchise. Miami Dolphins is a winning franchise. What has happened the last 25 years? Man, we're tired. We're fed up. We just seeing the same thing repeat himself over and over. Yeah, you're right, and I agree with you, Charles. I mean, I want somebody to go straight to the Super Bowl. I really do. It's not about winning a playoff game. Listen, if we go to the Super Bowl and we lose it, I'm fine with it. But it's something that we reach. There's something that everybody. And listen, let's be honest. I look at that roster of New England, and they didn't give him a chance. Let's be honest. And I'm sorry, but I'll bring New England back into this conversation. I didn't want to bring it up, but hey, all right, they got beat in the Super Bowl. Doesn't matter. Okay, you play a good Seattle defense. Okay, the kids saw what pressure is, with these big guys up front. And hey, he did meet the dark side, because that's what it was, the dark side. That's what they were calling each other in the defensive side. But listen, what can I tell you? I mean, we could end up the same thing. We could get better at every position. It's just who's hungry, who wants to give 100%. You see, if you give 80%, you're not going to play for Sullivan. You're not going to play for Jeff. They don't want you to give 80%. And listen, one thing that was brought up about these injuries, there were players that did not want to play with injuries. And I understand the point of that, right? You don't want to end up your career or lose your career, and listen, most of the time it's lose your position. You don't want to play hurt, depending what kind of injury, right? There's injuries that you cannot play at all. There's injuries that you could play. But if you want to help a team, listen, doesn't matter what kind of injuries you have, right? You go out there and give 100%. If you can't do it, hey, you go to the coach. I give it the best, man. Let's look at one guy that retired. And you know where I'm coming from. Our offensive tackle, Teron Armstead. Bad toes, bad feet. He gave the best he can. There's times he went back out and told the coach, I just can't do it. I'm just it's uncomfortable. I just can't do it. But I can say something. That man went out there and protected Tua Tagovailoa. The moment Tua lost that man, trust me, that was not the same Tua. Because now he has Savanaya, he has Brewer, which is not bad, and he has Patrick Paul, which I appreciate everything that Patrick Paul learned from this guy. Okay, so if you look at the Dolphins past years, Dwight Stevenson. Okay, I mean the offensive line that Dan Marino had. Okay, the only thing is Dan Marino didn't have a freaking running back. If he had a freaking running back, trust me, we'd be in good shape. But that is a long story. I blame most of that. I blame the owner. They were cheap. They didn't want to pay. They didn't want to get the money. But Dan Marino, man, unfortunately, for me, he's still the best quarterback out there. I'm sorry. Not because I'm a Dolphin fan. What he did, the records, what he broke, what he did was incredible. Incredible. But unfortunately, man, it didn't happen. And this is something that it's a franchise that comes a long way when it comes to upper management. Let me say this. It's no longer the love of the game, right? It's more about how much do I make? If I make more than you, I'm okay with it. That gotta go, man. That ego gotta go. I believe that what Sullivan did and Jeff did with his 1-year contract to all these players. Listen, I'm gonna give you $1 million, $2 million. You show me what you got. Let me see if you're worth. Because trust me, the moment you know that you're doing good, I do believe through both of these coaches and GM, you will get rewarded. You will get rewarded. But sometimes, we just don't think that way. We just don't. We always think the higher level, the upper. I want more than you, and that's how I feel. But everybody has different a way of seeing things. But I do believe Miami's going to be good down the road. I do believe they're going to actually show a lot of poise, determination. You want to see a team that's actually hungry. That no matter what, each game they're going to battle to the fourth quarter. My God, how many games we went to the third quarter and we gave up? How many games we gave up at the halftime? That tells you all. And that's my perspective about it. Sometimes I think about it and say, wow, man. If we just can help this team, and make this team better. But hey, now we know. Now we're going to understand what Sullivan and Jeff are going to do. So once again, let me bring this up. Don't forget, I'll go live April 23rd at 8 p.m. That's a Thursday night. And I'm going to do the draft. And I am going to do the first round, the 11 pick, the 30 pick. I don't mind I work the next day because I do work the next day. And I'll try to get all the coverage that I can possible for the Dolphins drafting. So, but listen, I want to thank everybody that joined in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. I'm trying to get something. Probably Alcoville could help me with this later. I'm trying to get you guys to come live and join the chat. Yeah, I believe we're going to be awesome after the rebuild. Yes, I think we're going to be. I think we're going to surprise a lot of teams. I think we are going to surprise this team, this league. What these guys are doing now. I'm not going to say something to jinx anything. If this regime doesn't work, right? And I'm going to say it's not. I think it is. I think you need something fresh to change. If it doesn't work, what do you think will happen? There's only one thing I think is going to happen. And you're going to hear from me first. The owner will sell the Miami Dolphins. The owner will get rid of or give it to his daughter or just sell the team. I know he's very committed to the Dolphins, but trust me, if this doesn't work out, I believe the Miami Dolphins will be sold. I could be wrong. I'm trying to stay positive, but that is a worst case scenario. That would happen. Now, I don't want it to happen. I want to see Jeff and Sullivan succeed here in Miami, which I think they will. I think they will surprise a lot of teams, a lot of owners. Listen, one guy we haven't given credit to, and we should, is Troy Aikman. Listen, he really did his homework. He really did. Troy Aikman has a lot of connection in the National Football League, guys. He is a smart man. Besides, he's a broadcaster. He said, not a chance, too much money. I don't know, buddy. And listen, I don't disagree with you. But yeah, Troy Aikman, man, I have to give him credit too. He's done a lot. He has helped this organization find the right individual. Now, I'm going to say it again, and I said it before, guys. I'm not too crazy with defensive coach being the coach of the team. But if you know, Jeff said he is going to manage the defense. He is going to coach the defense. Besides his team, he's going to be part of it. Sometimes when I see that, it gives me a little shivers. I think you should be control of your team 100% and let the defensive coach do his thing. Let the offensive coach do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Linebacker coach do his thing. Special team coach do his thing. And you worry about your 11 on defense, 11 on offense. That's all I can say on that one, guys. So, but I'll be here for 11 more minutes, guys, and that'll be it for me. I want to thank everybody, Arco Vale, Hot Dog, also Carlos Fierro, Haradin, who was here. I'll say Aqua Vale. Also, Charles to come in. Listen, I will put my notification once the draft picks on Thursday. Man, we only 2 weeks away, close to it, probably less than 2 weeks. Can't wait to see. Also, Cap for Life, who was here earlier, who came in right away and support. I want to thank him so much. But listen, alone $1 million. Oh boy. Yeah, F1. Well, see, that's where he's going to make his money at. To be honest with you, on the F1 alone is $1 million. Yeah, but I think if worst case scenario, Hot Dog, he probably give it to his daughter. That I think his daughter would be a good owner, young owner. I think. I don't think he's a bad owner, to be honest with you. Because one thing about it, he built that stadium on his own pocket, his own money. I mean, he any players you wanted, Greer wanted, he was there with a contract. He paid them. But now it doesn't go that way now. Now it's a new era in Miami. So that's the way I see it. Hopefully, now we can see the best change that we want to see. That's what I tell everybody. I'm happy to see that. So. I did a. Did you hear the one that had the quick mock that I had? Because I did my well, of course we're gonna get more. I'm gonna do something. I'm hopefully tomorrow, Friday. If it's not Friday, it's Saturday. Let me see what day I could do it. I'm gonna go and run down all the mock draft that I got and the players that I just called in. And like I say, it could change because I'm looking at the board right now. You got players losing value and players gaining value. So, and believe me, it's all these players before Miami, what they really need in their roster. But I'll have one hopefully tomorrow night. I'm praying, or Saturday, but I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But listen, I want to thank everybody that were here tonight. Really, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Uh, I was hoping this stream did not mess up like last time, because last time my stream went bad, guys, and hopefully this time it did work. Uh, I'm trying different platforms, but going earlier, I was saying I would like to put everybody live. If you want to join live, you guys could talk live, and I'll get with Alcavale with that to help me out, because trust me, I try a lot and it is hard to do. Yeah, peace, brother. Thank you so much. Listen, go Fins. Once again, go Orioles. Orioles won 3 in a row. They're back at home tomorrow against San Francisco. So let's keep winning and see what happens. It's early baseball season, guys. Thank you so much once again, everybody. Alcavale, Charles, Cap for Life. God bless you guys, man. You guys have a lovely, lovely Thursday night, and I see you guys probably tomorrow. Keep your notification bell on, and you will see I'll be there. Thank you so much, and once again, fins up, guys.